He currently serves as project manager at EBT Dubai LLC based in the UAE. Mr. Satyen Ghosh.
I literally start handling the whole project. So my management also said, okay, now you are into this, so no need to do the sale anymore.
You've been involved across the full life cycle of projects, from requirement gathering and analysis to UAT training and final implementation.
Now my competitor is doing this kind of offer. We need to do this. Our customer is dying for it. We need to hold our customer. So those kind of scenarios are always coming.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of FaceTime with Leaders, powered by Directors Institute World Council of Directors. I am your host Tanayol, and today's conversation is one of those that really speaks to how transformation actually happens. Not in slides, not in theory, but on the ground. Our guest today has lived inside the reality of nearly 2 decades. He's worked across India and Middle East, leading complex retail and ERP programs, navigating fast-moving environments and making sure large-scale implementations don't just go live, they work. He currently serves as project manager at EBT Dubai LLC based in the UAE, where he drives enterprise retail solutions and ERP delivery in environments where clarity, discipline, and stakeholder trust matter every single day. Before this, he held senior roles at Ignify Software, Dynamic Vertical Software, and Headstart Process Consultant, building deep expertise in business analysis, delivery governance, and end-to-end transformation leadership. What stands out about him isn't just experience, it's his ability to bridge business intent with technology execution and to stay steady when complexity is high and timelines are tight. So today we're going to talk about leadership and transformation, execution under pressure, and what it really takes to make enterprise change stick. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Satyen Ghosh to FaceTime with Leaders. Sir, it's a great pleasure to have you with us today. How have you been?
Thanks, Kanad. Thanks for warm welcome here. I'm glad to meet you. And this is we don't have so many often chances here to have a podcast like this, and it is giving us a little sit back, relax, and thinking what we have already, what I did in my previous journey, and really nice to talk to you here.
So, sir, to start with, we love for you to take us back to the start of your journey. Like, you've spent years across retail, ERP, and enterprise transformation across different organizations and geographies. For those listening in who may not know your background, could you share your career journey with us in simple words and how you reached where you are today?
Yeah, so I started my career like a sales professionals, software sales professionals, and we did our sales in a normal way. And we know the customers, go to the customer, visiting the customer, and we close one deal, and then move away from there because it's like an account manager managing the account. That's it. But we are never in the nitty gritty of the how the project implementation is going on. That is not our role. So what happened in our my first Headstart consulting company, some of the senior consultant all of a sudden left. So that time don't have the senior person to send there, and customer is getting crazy to not having someone with them. So what they asked me to go there and just do coordinating the project. So I was big surprised and literally frightened because we never into this deep kind of nitty gritty of the project implementation. So whenever they send, I say where I am now. So now, so it's like a first initial phase is like coordinated. It's a very difficult because user is sitting in front of you. It's UAT process is going on phases. So they asked me several kind of questions like, what is the bad setup? And so, what is the bad setup now? So I talk to office, talking to into these conversations, take someone and check where is the actual bad setup is going on. And from that time, they start trust me. I don't know why, what they have look into me, but they start slowly, trust me. Okay, Satyen will give this answer. But to be very honest, that time I don't have that answer. So I come back home, sit down, and ask someone to go through these phases, what you are actually doing. So from that time onwards, that project is like after 2 months, I literally start handling the whole project. So my management also said, okay, now you are into this, so no need to do the sale anymore. So go into it. So from that time onwards, I was into this ERP consulting actually. And after that, I was like, there are so many. That time, actually, my head start is doing like a ERP consulting, not the retail. Now, after this left that head start and joining the dynamic vertical software, who is the actually the retail solutions distributor. So, which is like a call as a LS retail software. So from there, I expertise the product because they are actually the product owner. So I know the how the product is working, how the retail is working. That start learning those things, and from that point of onwards, all this retail project I will start taking over and do my journey. I've seen like a complex project, like a multiple party. Like whenever we are saying retail, it's not only retail. You have like a networking team, you have a data center team. Like I am giving you the example of like a T3, T3, right, in the Delhi airport. So when Delhi airport T3 is opening, that time was I was there in that project. So there are so many parties are there, like a security team, your networking team, your data center team, and to go inside the airport, you need a security pass. So those kind of complex project we have seen, and also that challenging because your project timeline is there, and now you have a dependency of networking, data center people, so they are not giving you time. So it is like a crazy situation always. So you have to handle and manage and then come out from there. Then I have seen you have probably heard about Uninor. So Uninor is a great project. Again, so like a multiple parties are there, like a CRM, then Oracle database uh, provider. That party is there, so we have to communicate, talking to them, and handle that project. And like I said, like a big, huge, like a 10 every day, almost 10 partner onboarding scenarios was there. It's a great thing to execute those projects and having experience of those projects.
And I think at an initial stage, when so many challenges come up, that's the best way one actually gets to learn, right?
Exactly. And actually, you start releasing those situations afterwards once we finish that project. And maybe whenever we travel through T3 and then see those all retailer using still that same product, is really a releasing moment for us.
Very true, sir. So you worked extensively in retail and ERP environments where change is constant and expectations are always high. From your experience, what makes retail and ERP transformation especially challenging compared to other enterprise initiatives?
See, if we are talking about the ERP having a like a slow pace, having a structured way in a disciplined manner. But whenever you step into the retail, it is always like a always it, you have to be in your on your toe because there are so many changes and in a rapid way it is coming. You go there, you fix something, and then the very next day they come up with a new query. This is the that my partner, my competitor is doing this kind of offer, we need to do this, our customer is dying for it, we need to hold our customer. So this those kind of scenarios are always coming. So until unless you have that, because you are not doing only a project, you have to always keep in your mind and you have to be sharp what is going on into the market, what kind of offer. Because nowadays, if you go to any retail, if you are not seeing discount, probably as a customer, you will never go there. This discount word is so much attractive. So people are always flock into it. So you have to be prepared and over there prepare for your solutions with the software to meet that kind of expectations. And also there are like a problem with what we are facing is like a retail is most of the time it's a unstructured manner. They it's like a big brand, they always have SOP, but it's a little non-knowing brand, they don't have any SOP. So our first job is till they are always, because we are not every time cannot be on the floor. So your cashiers, your supervisor, your floor manager always looking for a answer for those kind of process. If you have that kind of process on a place, you have that handbook ready, they can always refer and go through it. Unnecessarily they will come back and then we will reply, and it's like a losing your time and money, so which should not be happening.
Very true, sir. So you've been involved across the full life cycle of projects, from requirement gathering and analysis to UAT training and final implementation. At
Yeah.
which stage do projects most often begin to struggle, and what do you think organizations usually underestimate at that point?
See, normally project is not slipping in the very fast pace, like a requirement gathering. It is like a honeymoon period. Everyone sitting, doing a snacks, coffee, everything, blah blah, and there are various nice story everyone is saying. But that is the crucial phase. If you are like a if you are sending like a technical people for a requirement gathering, it's a very blunder for any kind of organization, because technical people always they having their in their head whatever this the uh, other side of guy will ask me, I'll deliver. That may not in the system, maybe in the system he doesn't know, but he will deliver because he knows the customization coding, he will deliver. But instead of doing that, if you are sending someone, a senior functional guy who knows the system very well, so he can at least prevent that kind of unnecessary customizations and try to look around what is the other way around or work around for the requirement which that the customer is asking for. So listening from the customer what they are actually asking for is very important, and that too the note down of those requirement and sharing those details every day after the meeting, like a minute of meetings, and agreed on those points from the customer is very important.
Yeah.
Otherwise what happened if you are with this, we are not listening or half listening and carry forward to the UAT section, because UAT section again customer operation team will coming up, they were not having in that requirement phase for sure, and they will start testing the system will definitely not work, and they start whistle blowing, the system is not working,
Yeah.
and which is actually delayed the whole project altogether. You have to again come back, sit together, and put the proper people together to come out to the proper decision and then go forward.
Yeah, if it doesn't happen at the right time, then value
Yeah,
loses itself,
because
right?
you already slipped the timeline.
Yeah, very true. So over the years, you must have seen both successful implementations and ones that didn't go as planned. What were some
Yeah.
common mistakes you've observed that tend to derail ERP or retail transformation programs?
See, first of all, the common derailment is the data problem. Once you asking the data to the customer, it should be in a structured manner. If they are giving you not structured manner data, you will having always problem, because before go live, you have maximum 3 days to consolidate those data and upload those data. And it is also our job to, as an implementation partner, our job is to verify those data and check every process with those data and ask them to verify. If
Yeah.
that is not there, it is not happening. If you open the shop and customers start buying, your price is not there, your discount is not working, customer will start shouting to the cashier, and that goes to the top management or CEO, which is not giving you a good picture at all.
Yeah. Very rightly said, sir. And when that comes back to you, that's never going to be a good news.
Exactly. Because for a shop floor or cashier or manager, they have always like a top boss connection.
Yeah.
Whenever something is not working, they simply says one statement word like nothing is working. And management will never ask you what is nothing not working. Maybe it's only 1 or 2 points, but they say bluntly say whole system is not working.
Yeah. True, sir. Okay, sir. Now time for a very on rapid fire round. A few quick
Yeah.
questions, and all we request are quick answers. So, are you ready?
Sure, sure.
Perfect. What's the first thing you usually do when you start your workday?
It's like a prioritize, check the mail, set the priority, and manually prepare for the whole day.
Lovely. Your go-to comfort food after a long or stressful day?
See, I am not a foodie kind of person. Anything like homemade things is good enough for me.
Lovely. One activity that helps you relax and reset.
Brisk walk and during the work, like some friends with like a philosophical thought or share of ideas, it's very good to go.
Yeah. A book that has influenced the way you think about work or life.
Anything, any kind of book which is like a leadership coming out of pressures.
Lovely. One quality you value most in a team member.
Uh, Honesty and trust, and really this is help a lot.
A place you enjoy visiting whenever you get the chance.
Always a mountain.
How do you prefer to spend your weekends?
Normally in home and try to learning something like so many internet contents are there. Learn something new from there.
One habit that has helped you stay consistent in your career.
Consistent learning.
And finally, how do you define success in one word or one sentence?
Like how much impact you can keep for your followers, or maybe prepare some followers for you for your impactness.
Lovely, sir. Great. That was a rapid fire round. Thank you so much. Now we'll
Thank
come back to
you.
the slightly more serious questions. You spent many years leading retail and ERP programs where timelines are tight and expectations are high. In such environments, leadership and trust often get tested the most. Based on your experience, what have these situations taught you about how leaders should behave when things are uncertain or under pressure? Like, how do you personally try to build trust with your teams and stakeholders during challenging phases?
See, I've had one experience like in a Middle East, Cairo. There is a Spanish project was there. That's the first a big store opening, and that store is like so much huge, like 80 posts in a row. If you stand one side and other side, you cannot see even. So before go live day, we left around like 1:30 at night. Everything said and everything was okay. And next day is like a Friday. So Friday is like a Middle East having holiday. So that time they open the store little bit delay, but it's like a huge offer and discount is there. Supposed to be every time. So we come back early in the morning, like 7:30, and then we start checking the data. So all of a sudden, we have seen that the HO and POS database is not connecting at all. No offer is available and having a panic. Now, sharp 10 o'clock, store getting open, and we are struggling that time too much. So everybody is shouting, management is coming down. So, and in the meanwhile, this was happening, and store start open the start uh, shutter, and now still we are nowhere. We are not able to identify what happened. And management is just sitting on our head. They start shouting. So that time actually your leadership skill will coming up. So we go there, confront them, say no point of shouting here because we will not reach anywhere. So we say apologize for it and please shut down the store for 1 hour. We'll resolve it and come back to it. Come back for it with your all over data, and you will not facing any issue. So somehow management listen, okay, fine, cool down. So we realized that the other way, like a plan B, how to replicate those data and come up with the solution. And in the meanwhile, we check why this is happening. So someone changed the license. That is the problem happening. And after half an hour, we identified the issue and changed the license again, and immediately push back all those data. Everything is available. Like we asked them for 1 hour. Now within half an hour, everything is settled. So honesty, and if you are coming out at the transparency of the problem, probably people trust you more. And during this panic situations, you should not be getting frustrated or stress out. You should be keep your calm down and give a if you have a contingency plans. If your plan A is not work, go with the plan B. So your plan B should be ready in your hand always, so that you should not get panicked. And also one more important thing, you should be stay with your team. You should not start shouting to them why you are not happening, why you have not done these that things. If you have that trust built up within your team, they will also support you. So that is the way you can handle this kind of pressure situation and come out with this
Yeah,
fine tuned approach.
without a team, like you would never come up with a solution in such a situation. So, you've recently become associated with Directors Institute, and this comes at an interesting stage in your career. We would love to know what were you hoping to gain or strengthen by joining the program, and as you reflect on the experience so far, how has it added to your perspective as a leader?
Yeah, see, as of now, I am working as a project manager. So I know the executions of project and delivery. Okay. So now I want to broadening my focus from it. I want to see the organizations as a whole system, not a project. Because in that case, I can see the governance and the risk factor and the compliance issue, how to handle and how to be a more take a decision in a strategic perspective, and also uh, like a like a sustainability and accountability in a more broader manner. So I hope Institute of Leadership will help me in that way.
Yeah. We, I was just trying to unmute that. I got stuck. But yeah, thank you so much for that, sir. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us on FaceTime with Leaders. The thoughts you've shared, the insights you've given, and just the point of how a team can actually help you learn so much and grow so much is truly something our audience will really learn from. So once again, sir, thank you so much for taking out, this precious time for us today. We know that there are 100 things that are going on, but you took out time to talk to us, to give us these insights. Really invaluable, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Tana. Thanks for having me in this podcast. Thanks a lot.
To our listeners, I hope you enjoyed today's session. This is Tane All, and this has been FaceTime with Leaders, powered by Directors Institute World Council of Directors. Until next time, stay grounded, lead with purpose, and of course, always have fun in your journey. Thank you so much.